Scene 1, Act 1.
Good morning, Jeff. How are you? Thanks for coming in to see me. You're coming in about a problem you were referred from your doctor.
Yes, I'm having chronic migraines.
Oh, tell me a little bit about your migraines that you're having.
Well, a little bit of background history. I'm active duty Air Force, been in 24 years, aircraft maintenance, and I've had chronic migraines for about 8 years now, going on 8 years. I've been treated for it for the last 6 years, but the doctor thought that maybe I might need a psychological evaluation to find out if there's other underlying issues that could cause the migraines.
Oh, I see. Okay. Tell me a little bit more about your job and what you do every day.
Well, like I said, I'm in aircraft maintenance, so I deal with aircraft on a daily basis. So it is a hazardous noise environment. It's constantly busy with aircraft. On a given time, I deal with 16 to 18 aircraft and approximately 150 personnel, and I supervise all of those. And the migraines have really been triggered in three major areas. One is at work. Obviously, the other one is when you're not at work at home, and then the third is the stress and anger that it's bringing upon me once I get a migraine.
Okay. Can you describe to me what you do on your own to relieve stress?
Well, on a typical day that I have a migraine, some of the things that I'll end up having to do is, if it's really bad on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst migraine you could possibly have, with throwing up and leaving work and have to go home to relax. Typical scale of 5. Usually I have to go into a dark room, turn the lights out, and just relax, put my head back, and just try to clear my mind.
And how does that work for you?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And then, again, this is all work related. The doc thinks that there might be an underlying condition that's causing the migraines and the trigger of the migraines. We've tried different things while at work. Medicines we've tried. And then we've tried going into the dark room, get away from the bright lights. That's where he thinks that you may have a viable option, some things to try to do to relieve the tension of a migraine while I'm at work.
I see. So what you're hoping to get out of today is learn how to overcome another way to overcome these migraines while you're at work. You've tried going into the dark rooms. Does going to the dark rooms, describe me, how do you feel once you do that? Does the migraine go away automatically?
No, it doesn't necessarily go away automatically. I have to sit there for about an hour just to relax and unwind. And sometimes I think it might be caused from some of the tension at work. Aircraft maintenance is a very high-paced environment where you have to get planes off the ground at all costs. So it can be a very stressful environment. I don't really know what triggers that portion of the migraine to start, so that's where the doctor come in, and he'd try to treat it with the medication. But even taking the medication, it didn't seem to ease the migraine at all. So, this is just an ongoing process where it just seems to be, every time I try to, go into the dark room and relax, sometimes I'll get interrupted. Somebody will walk in, turn the light on, but then that triggers the anger side of me, which makes me very mad. And that basically, like, I gotta reset my whole clock and start all over again.
Okay. So you have a lot of tension at work, and I hear you saying that one of the factors is you work long hours, and you're a manager and you're in a stressful environment and with loud noises. And sometimes when you go to relieve your migraine in a dark room, it's so busy and hectic that you're actually interrupted, which causes anger and stress. So you're not really getting any type of relief at work trying to get rid of these. So can you give me another way that maybe you can relieve stress while you're at work? Can you think of something?
Well, and that's another thing I talked with the medical doctor about was, you know, sometimes once I get this migraine and then I end up taking the medication for it, and I try the dark room, and then, you know, without interruption, some of the things to relieve stress that he suggested was, you know, rub the back of my neck, sit down and read a book. The book will end up taking your mind off of the stressful environment, something that you enjoy. Or if you actually have to get up and get in your car and drive home,